What is up and welcome back, and in today's video we're going to look at the Amazon Basics basketballs. I do have the PU composite one and the microfiber composite, and we're going to see which one is better than the other, and also if maybe it's going to be better to get a different type of basketball, for example a Wilson or a Spalding one. So with that said, let's dive right in. Now I do want to start off by saying that when I first got both of these, I did test them out for a couple of days, and I even took them down to my local basketball courts, and I gave them out for the indoor courts, and people were shooting with them and they were surprised. I was telling them, give me your feedback, what do you think? And they were like, what? These are Amazon basketballs? And I said, yeah. And they looked at the name and they were, hey, that's pretty good. I'm pretty surprised. They actually perform real good. They feel like some other quality basketballs that I have or they have. So that's going to be the initial impression of these basketballs. So let's start off with the PU composite one first, and that's going to be this one. I'll give you a close-up so you can see the texture. And you can see the Amazon Basics name. So that's going to be the feel and the texture of this one, and it's going to be the PU composite, and that's what you can expect to see. For example, when you go down to Big Five, you go down to Walmart or Target, you tend to find these type of balls where they feel they have a grip, right? They feel a little bit grainy, but also a little bit rubbery. So that's going to be for this model, and when I first got this one, the price was around $30 on Amazon, but I checked today, and for $16.47, man, it is a no-brainer. Instead of going down to your local sport shop or store, pick one of these up, because not only that, you're going to get this ball and also a pump. You can see right here, this is the pumps that you get for both models, the PU version and the microfiber. So if you do the math, how much does a pump cost? Sometimes $4, $5, maybe even up to $7 or $8 online, or maybe in the store. If you get lucky, you find one for $3. So if you do the math, $5, let's just say it's $5 with the ball, you're pretty much getting a basketball for around $10 or $11. This type of quality, and this right here is going to last, especially for indoors. If you use it outdoors, it's going to be like every other grainy type feel ball. Is going to get a little bit more smoother, right? It's going to get a little bit more rubbery type feel. It's not going to be as grippy, and you know what that looks like, right? If you do happen to have one of those basketballs, you're looking for a replacement, maybe somebody stole it outdoors at the park, right, or inside the gym, you can get a replacement for $16.47 with a pump. So I think that's not bad at all. It does bounce pretty good. You're not going to have the ball being lopsided. This one didn't come lopsided at all. It did come out being deflated, and you did have to pump it. So that's just something minor, but once it got enough air, I looked at it and the shape perfect, a circle. I threw it up in the air. It spun real good. I didn't see no wobbling. Bounces out the rim just exactly as it needs to. I'm just going to say, if I did have to criticize one thing, it's going to be right here where you put the needle. If you do turn it to the side, it might be somewhat hard to capture, but it is sticking out just a tiny bit. Maybe you can see it with the camera. Just a tiny bit. So that right there is going to be something minor, but it's not something that I can really feel while I'm playing it. Maybe my finger does catch it when I'm going to shoot it. I feel like a tiny little bump, but nothing too drastic. So that's going to be something minor, but I still feel it's a very good deal for the PU composite ball. Now moving on to the other one, which is going to be this one right here. This is going to be the microfiber composite, and right now this one is sold out, so you just have to be looking and see when it comes back. But I'm going to give you a close-up so you can see the texture of it. There's the Amazon Basics name. Turn it around. Close up of the texture. And as you can tell, it looks a little bit more synthetic. So that's what you can expect. Now when you do buy this one, like I said, you also get a pump. So that's a big plus right there. And the feel of this one is going to be more synthetic. With the PU one, you don't feel it's too synthetic. It feels what you would expect to see, like I said, at Target, Walmart, Big Five, those type of stores. Now this one right here, the quality, I feel it is better, especially when players pick this ball up. They were like, wait a minute, dang, it feels real grippy. But like I said, it is going to be very synthetic. And again, it bounces correctly. It's not lopsided. When you do throw it up in the air, you see that it spins how it needs to spin. Bounce off the rim. Good bounce. It's not too high, not too low off the rim. Exactly like a basketball should be bouncing. And the weight for it, again, I didn't feel no difference between this and all the other basketballs that I have, which I'm going to do a comparison at the end so you can really see the difference. But if I do have to say one thing about this one, right here for the insert of the needle, perfect, right? It's not sticking out at all. And the only thing I would have to say about this one is when you do hold it right, it does feel a little bit rough, just a tiny bit. Okay, you can feel it rubbing against your skin, right? Not like sandpaper, right? It's not going to be to that extent, but you do feel the grip a whole lot. So what does that mean? That means just looking at the material, this ball is going to last a long time. It's going to last more than the PU one. The PU one is more grainy, right? You're going to lose the grip more faster. This one here, you can really feel that the grip is going to last. Especially on the indoor court, it's going to be very grippy. Even if you get a little bit of sweat, it's going to be grippy. And the longer you use it, it's just going to get softer. It's going to get better. So if you do first get it and you're maybe like, oh, this doesn't feel as smooth as some of the other basketballs, higher end basketballs, this one right here is going to get better with time. So that right there, again, just going to like it even more. So I'm going to say, I don't know what the price tag is going to be when this one comes back, right? But when I did buy it, it was 26 USD. And that right there is not too bad at all, right? Because if you're thinking about getting a quality basketball, how much do they cost sometimes at the store? Maybe around $40, maybe 35, 40, 55. Then the higher end balls can be up to $80 or even $100. So right here we're talking about 26. When I bought it, 26 bucks for something that mimics around a $40 ball. That's what I'm going to say. $40, maybe even $55 basketball. That's what I feel you get for this Amazon Basics hoop ball. Okay, so very good. I do actually, very surprisingly, when I got these and I started using them, I do vouch for both of them, the PU version and then the microfiber version. So let me put these head to head with some of the best basketballs out there. We do got the Wilson Evolution. We know this one right here, pretty much, it's been around for the longest time. Let me get the PU one. Okay, and I'm going to also show you this one right here, a Jordan ball that I have. Now I'm going to say this Wilson ball is going to be better than all of these, obviously, right? The feel of it, you do get good grip, but it's not as rough as this one on the skin, right? This one, the feel of it, when you're holding it, does feel very synthetic. The one feels very natural. Right here feels very soft, very natural, but grippy. I'll give you a close-up just so you can compare. Right, this right here is going to be an $80 ball. See right there, very different than this one. I showed you the close-up already. So with these two balls, do any of them come close to this one? I'm going to say no, they do have a different feel. This one, again, your typical grainy ball you can find. This one very synthetic. So not going to be as natural as this one. So this one, A+, of course. Wilson Evolution. Now, this Jordan ball that I have, I did take it out to show you because this one actually comes somewhat close to this one. trying to recall how much I paid for this one. Maybe it could have been 55 or 45 bucks for this one, this Jordan HyperElite ball right here. And this one, you do get a synthetic feel. When I play with this one compared to the Wilson, it definitely feels more synthetic. So this one's going to feel synthetic like the microfiber one, but it is still going to be more softer. And this one, if you just look at the grip, and I do love practicing with this one because it's not as grippy as my Wilson Evolution one. It's a little bit more smoother, so I just feel I get a good workout on the handles. That's why I like this one. And always when people grab this one, they always take a look at it, because not a lot of players take a ball like this to the courts. They always look at it and they go, dang, this is a pretty good Jordan ball, because it feels pretty smooth. So it feels good when you're just rubbing it in your hand or to shoot, right? You don't have that much grip on it, especially if it doesn't have any sweat. Real easy for the ball to spin on your hand. So this right here, very similar to this one, definitely complete opposites. With the PU, the grainy one, complete opposites. So if I did have to compare which one I like better, it is going to be this one. But I feel that if you use this one for a long time, it can get as soft as this one. It's going to be just my personal opinion, right? You already know when you play a ball and you break it in, and it just keeps getting softer and softer. So I ain't mad at it. Definitely for the price tag, again, 26 USD, I feel is very good for Amazon Basics basketball, comparing it with other bigger brands. So that right there is going to be the review for both of these. And like I said, if you really think about it, these come with a pump, right? You do get a pump for both of these basketballs. So if you do the math, you minus $5 from 26, you're getting a solid ball for $21. Now for this one, it was $16.47. You minus $5, 11 or 12. So you are getting a big deal, a nice deal with both of these balls. Doesn't matter which one you get. So you're going to be very happy, especially for indoors. They're going to last a long time. For outdoors, it might be a different story, right? Definitely going to wear out quicker. You are going to have to put a lot of hours to really just see how it's going to turn out. And for indoors, I can vouch for both of these very well. For outdoors, I feel they are going to do good also, but I can't tell you how long they're going to last. But if you do have to compare, hey, going to the store, buying one at Target, Big Five, right? Price tag, I would say no-brainer to get one of these two balls if that's what is in your pocket, right? Your budget. Or if you're deciding, hey, you know, I'm trying to get more basketball, I'm trying to get 3 because I have 3 kids, then I would definitely go with something like this because the quality is there. Definitely the quality for the PU grain one, like I said, easy pickup for indoor. Then this one right here, I would only use this one for indoor. I feel you can use this one indoor and outdoor, the PU one, but the microfiber one, especially when you get a lot of dust on it, I feel it's not gonna be as good as this one. So that right there is going to be it for this review. Amazon Basic basketballs. Definitely both of these get a thumbs up from me. And if you do like this type of information, please sub and like. I am a smaller channel and every little bit goes a long way. We'll be back with more. Until then, peace and much love, basketball family.